Hey, Coach Gurney here. This is video footage of throwing a recent bullpen, and I want to make 4 or 5 mechanical suggestions that will help you improve your performance. The first thing I would say at the outset is you have a terrific frame for being a pitcher, tall and lanky. You come from great athletic stock, as I went to college with your father, and I know what his athletic makeup is. And the fact that you've only been throwing for roughly 18 months means that you have a very high ceiling. So let's take a look at the mechanics. The first thing I notice is, one, you look down. Let's try and keep our eyes on the target, the catcher's glove, and don't look away from it throughout the delivery. The other thing I would mention is your step here is short, but it is out of the doorway, as we say in pitching circles. What do I mean by doorway? So imagine that you were in a doorway and your goal as a pitcher would be to stay in that door or alley, and you stepped kind of out of it. So let's try to stay in that same line. Imagine you were in a bowling alley and you're trying to roll a ball in that same lane. You don't want to step out of that lane. Next, you do a great job here of getting your knee all the way up to almost chest height. Really love this, and this is going to help you generate more inertia and ultimately velocity. I would recommend that you do your best to let this stride foot dangle down. We want to have a free and easy, tension-free delivery, and that's going to kind of create a little tension in that leg. And although you get the knee up nice and high, you still want to let the foot dangle down with no tension. All right, as we proceed, we see that you are looking at the target better here, incidentally. And you do a nice job getting good separation. So I like what I'm seeing out of your arms here. Again, I'm not sure where your eyes are. Are they on the target or they're off somewhere else? So let's make sure we're keeping our eyes on the target. The biggest concern I actually have involves your stride. What I mean by that is you want to stride midline. And from this rubber, and I obviously this is a video, I don't know where your catcher was set up. It doesn't look to me like you stride midline. It looks to me like you stride towards the lefty batter's box, or if you would, more towards the first base line rather than straight towards the catcher. Bear in mind, there are major league pitchers, like Jake Arrieta comes to mind, who don't stride midline every time, but this is pretty severe what I'm seeing here, and you're a young pitcher, so let's try to do everything in a straight line and not veer off. The back foot does a pretty good toe drag. I just wonder about the direction of that toe drag. So let's just zero in on this rear foot and take a look. So I like a toe drag, but it seems like it slides out a little bit, and it should be going this way. And I feel like it's kind of folding under. And in general, I'm worried about some collapsing here. So you tell me, do you think you collapse right here? So those would be my suggestions. All right, so I'll play this for you in slow motion, but eyes on the target, don't step out of the doorway, continue to get that nice knee lift to the chest, but let the foot dangle down. Let's stride straight, also known as midline, and let's not collapse, both that rear foot for the toe drag and that front knee. So here we go in slow motion. Looking forward to seeing you progress in the future. Feel free to send me an email, a text with any questions you have about my critique.